I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your man TP. Today we are courtroom hopping into the courtroom of Judge Sean Perkins out of the state of Michigan for the conclusion of the case dealing with sovereign citizen Destiney Graves, who we have covered here on the channel for her 3 previous appearances. Well, guess what? She went before Judge Perkins for 2 more appearances. And finally, it looks like this situation has possibly come to an end. So I wanted to make sure that I shared her latest 2 appearances with you guys. You know how we do here at Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Any sovereign citizen that we've been following, any sovereign citizen that becomes new to us, it doesn't matter who it is. We're going to follow their cases from proceeding to pre-trial to trial to wherever we can go and find the videos for those proceedings. So I was able to grab those last 2. I already had the previous 3, obviously. And what I'm going to do is I am going to leave my commentary that I did on her 3rd appearance, and then I'm going to give a little bit of commentary at the end of her last 2. So that's enough of the intro right there, but I just wanted to kind of catch you guys up on what was going to go on this particular video. And I'm adding all of these proceedings together. So if you've seen the length of the video, that's why it's so long, because all 5 appearances is here on this video, and chapters will be added just in case you saw the other 3. So listen, guys, nothing else to be said, but let's go ahead and jump into Judge Perkins' courtroom.
This is the city of Detroit, Mr. Berry versus Destiney Graves, case number SB16, strike that, SB10699059, counts 1 and counts 2, SB172478881, SB1724805, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SB1724836. Appearance for the city, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Graves.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am Destiney Graves. That's capital D, lowercase ESTINEY, hyphen, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES. I am appearing specially and not generally. I am here in good faith and under the protest solely to address the matters raised in my plea abatement. I am not here to delay the process, but to ensure proper identification and lawful jurisdiction are established in the record before any further proceedings.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Would you like counsel to represent you or no?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Would you like counsel to represent you or not?
I actually am not open to proceeding until we establish jurisdiction over the living woman. That's me, lowercase ESTINEY, hyphen, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES.
Okay. Jurisdiction has been established if you are Destiney Graves. If you're Destiney Graves, if that's your name, then unless you have some other view of the court rule and you cite a court rule, the court is going to feel the jurisdiction has been established.
I understand, Your Honor, but respectfully, the name in all caps represents a corporate legal fiction. I am here as a living woman, not as a surety or a fictional entity. I respectfully require the court to establish, for the record, how to obtain lawful personal jurisdiction over me, the living woman, separate from that entity.
Well, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. I'm going to give you a $0 bond. I can either give you into the breakout room with the city, with an attorney, and he can help you proceed, or you can proceed and speak to the city attorney yourself to see if you can work this matter out, or I can set a jury trial date and the matter will be resolved on the jury trial date. Which one would you like to do, ma'am?
Are you asking me if I would like to proceed for trial?
Yes.
I would respectfully, Your Honor, I would like to reserve all my rights under the UCC 1-308, and I object to these proceedings under protest and duress. My appearance is special and not general. I do not consent to the court assuming jurisdiction through presumption. If this court insists on moving forward without proving lawful authority over the living woman, I must note a violation of due process for the record.
Okay, so, I mean, if you can't give me an answer to my question, then I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room until you can figure it out, and we'll move on to the next person.
What is your question, Your Honor?
I asked you, do you want to see if the attorney can get you an offer and speak with the attorney? Or would you like to work out an offer with the city yourself to resolve the matter? Or would you like me to set a jury trial date? Those are your three options. You keep on saying that same stuff is not going to change what your three options are, okay? So that's that. I don't need to hear that same recitation of what you just mentioned a minute ago. Now, what do you want to do?
So I'm sorry, respectfully, Your Honor, I do want to know, is this denying the abatement plea?
Say that again.
Is this denying my abatement plea?
I'm not getting into this, ma'am. I'm going to pass the matter. All right, let's go to, what is that? Huron Mendez. All right. Destiney, are you there? Is your device working now?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What is your full name, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
What is your full name?
I am Destiney Graves. That's capital D, lowercase ESTINEY. Hold on, boo. I'm sorry. Well, give me a minute. That's capital D, lowercase.
Yes, you can. All right, thank you.
Hello?
I'm sorry. No problem.
Hold on. Somebody's talking.
Hello?
Hold on a second. This is the City of Detroit versus Destiney Graves, case number SP 1069059. Counts 1, counts 2, SP 1724805, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1724831. State your name for the record, please, ma'am.
For the record, I am capital D, lowercase ESTINEY dash capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon capital G, lowercase RAVES, and I am appearing specially, not generally. I am here in good faith to address the matter of jurisdiction before any other proceedings.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. You missed your last court appearance.
No, I appeared. What was it? Not just pass the matter.
Yeah, but you left then. You left without waiting on me to recall your case.
Oh, because I had spoke with your secretary.
You don't speak with anybody but me. I give you the authority to leave or not.
Yeah, I wasn't aware what to do, what my next steps were to do. So I did send a letter to the clerk so that I could figure out what my next steps were because I was confused on what passed the matter was, and I didn't want
Do you
to.
need to hire yourself a lawyer, ma'am, or if you don't know the procedure, or learn the rules of, the court rules?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, so what do you want to do? Do you want an offer or you want a trial date?
I'm sorry.
Do you want an offer on these matters or do you want a trial date?
Honestly, Your Honor, I would like to establish proper jurisdiction before moving on.
All right, the jurisdiction in the court's eyes is established. You got notice, right?
Notice in what way?
You got notified by the court that you had to be here, right?
Was I notified by the court?
You got a ticket, ma'am. So let's just, I don't
Yes,
really
Your
have
Honor.
time.
I did have a ticket, but I did not sign I did not sign over my rights or anything, so I
Or
didn't
you
consent.
haven't given up any of your rights. Now, do you want to speak to a lawyer or not?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so either you have two options now. I can let you speak to the city attorney yourself. You have three options. You can plead as charged to all the matters. I can let you speak to the city attorney yourself, and you can try to work out a deal for yourself, or I'm going to set a jury trial date. Which one of the three options do you want?
One second. You said I can take a plea, speak to an attorney, or set a jury trial date?
You can take a plea you can plead as charged. You can speak with an attorney if you just said you didn't want to speak to the attorney. But you can speak to the attorney, that gives you four options. You can plead as charged, you can speak to an attorney, you can speak to the city attorney yourself and try to work out the matter yourself with the city attorney, or you can set it for a jury trial. I'm not even gonna set it for a bench trial. Just set it for a jury trial. Which one do you want?
I can set jury trial.
All right, I'm gonna pass it unless you figure it out.
I wanna write it down. I'm trying to figure it out.
All right, I'll pass it until you figure it out.
Okay.
Raise your hand in the chat once you figure it out.
Okay.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Miss Raven Gibson. This guy tracked that Miss Destiney Raven Gibson. Ms. Gibson, I'm giving you an opportunity to make your mind up what you wanted to do. What would you like to do?
Thank you, Your Honor. It's not Gibson.
No, Graves, I'm sorry. Destiney Graves, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, ma'am. What do you want to do?
I'm sorry?
What do you want to do?
Okay, I just want to say thank you for allowing me a moment to gather my thoughts. I am Destiney Graves, Destiney Raven Graves. That's capital D, lowercase ESTINEY, dash, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES. I am appearing specially, not generally. I do not waive any of my rights. I am here to set a pretrial date under protest and to preserve my challenge to jurisdiction and proper identification. I respectfully ask that my objections remain on the record and that my appearance today not be interpreted as a waiver of those rights. I am ready to proceed with pretrial while maintaining these protections. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so I gave you four options. Which other options did you want to take? That's what I gave you time to figure out. You said all that other stuff, that your objection is noted on the record. So you said all that other stuff. You
Right. I said that I will do a pretrial. I will set a pretrial date.
No, the day is the date and time set for pretrial. No. You're gonna either set it for trial. You're either gonna, I'm giving you, here are the options. We're gonna treat today like a pretrial date. On a pretrial date, that's the date where you go and speak with the city attorney and try to work out a deal. Obviously, it's obvious that you are not interested in working out a deal because you probably just want all the cases dismissed because you feel that you have the legal authority to drive or to ride on a cell phone and move around the city. You don't feel these allegations apply to you. So
no, Your Honor, it's not that I feel that they don't apply to me.
Wait a minute. Either you're gonna get a deal with the city attorney today. They're gonna do this one more time. You're gonna get a deal with the city attorney today. You're gonna speak to an attorney in the breakout room so they can secure a deal for you. You're gonna set a jury trial, or you're gonna plead guilty to everything. Those are your 4 options. Which one do you want?
Your Honor, unfortunately, I do not consent to move forward without showing proper jurisdiction over my living person.
All right, give me a jury trial date, please.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna set a jury trial date now. And you're gonna be in person. You're gonna have to come in person for this next court hearing.
And what date would this be? As can I also say that well, I also would like to add that I would like for my rights to be preserved under the process.
Your rights are gonna be preserved. You haven't taken a plea at all today or not.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, are you going to appoint standby counsel for a jury trial?
I don't think that is even necessary. I don't know. Do you want me to appoint you to this, Mrs. Oroki?
No, thank you. I don't do the assigned jury trials.
Oh, I gotta go through the MDIC anyway.
We can do September the 16th.
September the 16th. September the 16th is gonna be the jury trial date. That's gonna be in person on September the 16th, okay?
September 16th in person, what time?
At, we'll just say 8:30. Then I'm gonna set 2 other dates. I'm gonna set a, I'm gonna set a motion here. I don't think that's necessary, but I'll set it anyway. Motion hearing date. Oh, no, I'll just set a final pretrial date. Final pretrial date will be the day before on September the 15th. So.
Okay, you said, say it again, a trial.
I'm gonna give it to you all. And so final pretrial date, write this down, ma'am. Final pretrial date is gonna be September 15th. You do not have to appear in person. You can come online then, but I do want all parties to appear. Ms. Snyder, are you there?
Alexa Schneider for the people, P80322. I'm here. Is this Destiney Graves?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So make sure if your officers choose to, if they don't, we'll dismiss the case on the final pretrial date. Ms. Graves, all parties are going to appear on final pretrial date. And then we'll set a jury trial on September the 16th, 2025. Do I need to appoint? Do you want me to appoint an attorney to you to stand by and assist you on this, ma'am?
Sure, but I don't think it's needed, but we can we'll proceed with that if you like.
I don't know. Do you have a number that you can be contacted at?
Yes.
What's the number?
313-413-2976.
All right. I'll try to see if we can get an appointed attorney. But we'll just set a pre-trial on. So come back on the 28th. 28th
sorry.
is, we're gonna add another court date, the 28th of August. Come back on the 28th of August, answer the calls you don't recognize. Hopefully, one of those calls should be that appointed attorney. And that date is set just to make sure that you've had contact with that attorney, okay?
Okay. So I just
All right,
want to confirm real fast.
Go ahead.
September 16th, jury trial date for 8:30 in person, and then the final pretrial September 15th on Zoom. What time would that be?
At 8:30.
Okay.
And then another pre-trial date for the purposes of making sure that attorney has contacted you. I need you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If that appointed attorney does not contact you by that date, then we will try to get one appointed to you on the spot on that date, okay? That would be on August the 28th. So you have August the 28th, September the 15th, and September the 16th.
Is it the same time?
8:30, yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, it's nothing further. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You too.
All right. I'm ready whenever your client is ready, Mr. Baldwin.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You heard me about the license though, correct?
Yes.
It's set for a jury trial. Is that tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecutor has stipulated to dismiss all cases. So the dismissal for the driver's license would have to be for best interest of justice.
Well, I know some. I don't
Make
know
that
if it's
clear.
the best interest. I don't know if it's the best interest of justice. I don't know if that's the case.
Okay.
No.
What about prosecutorial discretion?
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. What it's really about is this essentially what I consider sovereign citizen stuff. Everybody else is taking deals for the same instance, and these sovereign citizens come in here and with no basis in the court's eyes, and they get to go off scot-free.
So
I had
a lengthy discussion with my client about that, and I was not able to, and I made effort to pull up some points, some authorities that I could bring to bear with respect to the issue of jurisdiction, and it just was not cognizable to me. After having
you're meaning on the court not having
I think, but after having discussion with the prosecutor about it, well, she was under an impression that the court had to prove jurisdiction, and I just indicated that the court, it was not necessary for the court to prove anything, but the court would at its discretion accept what it felt had been proven. And the most relevant thing I think with respect to that is that my client has previously had a Michigan driver's
Judge, we didn't go back on the record.
I'm sorry to know that that's.
No, we're just talking off the record. We're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad to have this discussion off the record too, Judge. So, I really don't have a argument as to jurisdiction. I don't think my client was very helpful with respect to that, and she needs to have a revisit to that type of material.
I don't know
because it's quite clear to me that there is
any of the other ones any good, because they're open on on it. And I'm just gonna start treating those cases a little bit differently now.
I understand completely your frustration.
There's gotta be some fairness in it, and
Yeah.
I don't see any fairness in that.
Well, we all need to be accountable for our behaviors. Ms. Graves, are you there? Can we get started?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
This is the city of Detroit versus Destiney Graves. Case number is SP 1069059, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 172-47881, SP 172-4805, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 172-48361. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman, P55052 on behalf of the defendant. Would you, ma'am, state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Destiney Graves. That's capital D, lowercase ESTINEY dash capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES.
Judge, this is matter set for final pretrial. We have this for a jury trial tomorrow. Having discussed this with the prosecutor, is the agreement of the parties that the instant case would be dismissed. Now, my client has valid registration and insurance, Your Honor, so we would ask that those matters be dismissed for compliance. The remaining issues, as the court noted, is that the defendant does not have a valid driver's license, and I would ask the court to dismiss that case on the basis of prosecutorial discretion. The defendant understands that would be all of these dismissals today are based on technicalities and are without prejudice, and therefore it is the discretion of the prosecutor whether or not they wish to recharge these counts at any time in the future.
And it's the court's discretion on whether the court wants to accept that as a that offer that the prosecutor has extended. And as I was talking off the record, the court doesn't see really any fairness in these sovereign citizens being able to come in and proclaim that. With the court has seen no basis for it at all whatsoever. The rest of the individuals are required to either get a valid driver's license, or the court extends those offers or accepts those offers when individuals come and rectify the situation after the fact, which the court doesn't have to do, but does that routinely when people go and drive and get a valid license. So I'm not going to accept the plea of the city attorney's office in the because essentially, I don't know, because they don't want to fight the matter or something. It's going to have to go, because I don't think it's fair to the rest of the citizens that come in here, and if they don't have a valid license or can't get a valid license, to resolve their matter with some sort of deal, but have Ms. Graves and the rest of the sovereign citizen nation come in here and they get their cases dismissed just because I don't know the reason in particular, but what I would surmise is that they just don't want to deal with it. So I'm not going to accept all. We can
Understood, Your Honor. May I make a clarification that actually the defendant made to me with respect to the sovereign citizen aspect of this argument. My understanding is that this is not that this individual is arguing that well, why don't you give some clarification, Ms. Graves, to the arguments you're making, that this court doesn't have jurisdiction or has to prove jurisdiction, that jurisdiction is not present because you're present in the jurisdiction. Can you tell us why you're not subject to the laws of the city of Detroit when you or a driver in the city of Detroit?
First of all, I thank you for this opportunity to speak, Your Honor. I am here appearing specially, not generally, and I am raising my abatement on Miss Namer. And yeah, that I'm raising my abatement on Miss Namer, and that's it. I'm raising my abatement on Miss Namer.
I don't even understand what that means.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
I don't even understand what you just said or the meaning of what you just said.
I'm raising my abatement on the grounds of misnomer because I've been misidentified in this case, and I'm just pointing out the defect in the case. And I'm aware that misnomer is a very fatal mistake in a case. So I just wanted to point that out in my case.
Is that misnomer? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
All right. So so obviously, what Ms. Graves, what I understand Ms. Graves is trying to say is that they pulled over the wrong person. It wasn't her that was actually driving. If she's saying that I guess that's what she's indicating. I don't know. Maybe you can clarify that.
Your Honor, respectfully, no, that's not what I'm implying at all. I don't deny that I was not there in the interaction on, that day with the police officer. I'm not denying that at all. I was there and I am present now here as well. What I am saying is that there has been a misidentification between me and another party. I've been misidentified as a corporate fiction rather than a natural person.
All right. So that's the same sovereign citizen stuff. Just doesn't, that's the same sovereign citizens argument in the court's eyes. So I don't, that whole, I'm not a person, I'm a corporation, and I get to be able to travel freely upon this road and without impediment. Listen, this is the state of Michigan, the city of Detroit. The Constitution and the amendments to the Constitution give the state the authority to force individuals on the road to keep for the safety, health, and welfare of its citizens, to have a minimum requirement for them to be able to drive what they and try for the safety of the individuals on this road. So the fact that you feel, or I'm assuming that you feel that you don't have to have this because you're this special entity or whatever claims that you're making, the court does not recognize those claims. Therefore, the court is not going to accept the fact that the prosecuting attorney, or the city attorney in this case, does not want to go forward with it because they don't pretty much, I guess they don't want to take the time. I'm going to force this case to go either to trial, or I'm going to force this case to go to a plea. You have your absolute right to a trial. You have a jury trial set for tomorrow. What we'll do before the end of the court today, we'll have a sidebar with the city attorney, or you can speak with the city attorney, Mr. Baughman, and you can go over that and you can relay the court's apprehension to take this deal to the city attorney and see when they want to move forward. Okay, and you can set, we'll at least give that opportunity to set a new date. But that stuff that Ms. Graves is speaking on, however you want to be, however you want to be addressed, Ms. Graves, the court has quite frankly is getting pretty tired of. All right.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I would like to request evidence that the court does have jurisdiction over my living person and not my.
That's not the court. That's not the way the system operates, ma'am. You need to read the Michigan court rules and educate yourself better. I don't know who's been teaching you this stuff, but quite frankly, the court does not have to give you any jurisdiction. And you challenge jurisdiction. The court says you were pulled over in the city of Detroit. You indicated that you were at the scene, the officer gave you a ticket. That is notice for you to come to court. You set a court date, and therefore you're here now. So other than jurisdiction being that you weren't in the city of Detroit when this offense occurred or these allegations occurred, then the court will hear an argument about that. But as far as anything else other than that, whatever you're speaking on, the court is not going to even entertain that. All right.
Respectfully, Your Honor, my
We
presence
understand, Your Honor.
alone does not equal
All right.
established
I told you I'm
jurisdiction.
not entertaining that stuff. I let you make your record. You've made it many times, and you have there's a record down here. So either go back in the breakout room and wait on Mr. Baughman to figure out what this trial date is going to be. I'm going to let you be heard, and you can put that to a jury of your peers. All right, and if the jury of your peers accept your argument about you not having to have a driver's license and the court not having jurisdiction, then that won't even go to a jury. But if the court will accept your argument about whatever your position is, ma'am, and they find you not guilty, then that'll be the case. But other than that, we're not going to keep going back and forth with this. All right.
Okay, respectfully, Your Honor, I would like to say I will not wait.
No more. Pass the matter. Rejoin the
I
breakout.
just want to make sure that I'm not.
No more. Pass the matter. Rejoin
Judge,
the breakout.
may I place the defendant in breakout room 5?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we ready on Ms. Lanier? All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Graves. Mr. Baughman, what does your client want to do?
So, Judge, this matter is set today for final pretrial. I do respect and honor the court's decision with respect to our motion for with regard to jurisdiction, and we do have an intention to proceed with the finding of fact as scheduled. My client wishes, for her own personal reasons, to ask the court to consider adjourning tomorrow's bench trial, at least for a later time. She has an appointment. My understanding, it is directly related to her ongoing issue with securing a place to live. And she's been offered some assistance, but that at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, she's expected in a meeting to help her find housing. She's asking for the briefest of adjournments if this court would consider even a later time for us to convene for trial. That would be manageable for us. I'm prepared for trial, prepared to move forward. I don't know, Your Honor, that you required that the complaining witnesses appear for today's final pretrial. But as a matter of policy, I would ask that you would consider a motion to dismiss for a lack of those complaining witnesses to appear at this final pretrial, as we are on the eve of a jury trial tomorrow.
Ms. Horn?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. One thing I did want to clarify to the court is that I was not dismissing based on her arguments. I was moving to dismiss for valid documents, Your Honor. And in lieu of the resources that it will take to go to jury trial, that was a bigger consideration. However, the people are ready to proceed. I did offer until Mr. Baughman advised that she was struggling with housing, which I think makes her an excellent candidate considering she has a child for possibly street court. So I'm open to whatever's in the interest of justice, Your Honor.
Yeah,
May I make the record?
I understand that you were dismissing for documents, but the issue was not having the valid driver's license. That's where the issue comes up. Go ahead, Mr. Baughman.
So I spoke at length with my client yesterday about, or day before yesterday, about street court and street justice and about how that would comport to some of her needs. She is currently in a shelter. She has a young son, I think he's 2, and she's also has some needs with respect to employment and quite possibly healthcare that could be in form and prospectively would be met if she would participate in our street justice program. I did mistakenly tell her that it might be a year commitment. I want to make sure that I correct that because Ms. Horn says this is a 90-day turnaround, that the cases and the instant cases would eventually be dismissed once we get Ms. Graves the help that she needs with respect to what we've placed on the record, as well as with respect to getting her driver's license back on track. Then she would be in compliance, Your Honor. I don't know why she doesn't want to accept that.
But I'm thinking that this one, first of all, I would love to see Ms. Graves be able to get in the street court program, and I hate to have her out there with no housing and a small child, but I would think that the street court program, there would be at some point some admission to responsibility, and that is the real issue with Ms. Graves. You know, is not one to take responsibility and articulating time and time again. Every time I've seen her, she's articulated the same argument, which a court describes as a sovereign citizen argument. I know Ms. Graves doesn't term it as that, but it gives everything she's saying is the same thing that the sovereign citizens coming forward to the court. So I don't know if I can always get Mr. Patel in here, and I will do that if that's necessary. I have no issue with that, but I think moving forward, I think that is going to have to be, you know, she's going to have to change her position or something. I don't know how it seems like she's pretty stuck on that position that she has. So that's one issue. The other issue is that there is brought up to the court about the issue of the complaining witness not being here. It is my policy that on the date of trial, on the date of the final pretrial, all of the individuals are supposed to appear. That goes to Madam Prosecutor Horn's argument of the necessary cost as it relates to bringing a jury in. And to avert that cost, we want to make sure that everything is ready to go. Auguste was not here today. I don't have it written on the file that that's the action that I was taking, but that's not my normal course of action. He's usually here on, and he usually appears. So he's probably on all the cases.
So you
except for
did you say to find out tomorrow?
Misdemeanor cases, Ms. Wright, particularly Wright, is not here. So yeah, I didn't mark that on the file. It's just gonna either go. What time will you be at the dealing with the housing issue? What time will you be done with that, do you think, Ms. Graves?
I'm not sure, but here's my case manager. She knows more.
Right.
Could you place your name on the record and who you are?
My name is Kim Carter. I'm her case manager here at the Fox shelter. She's in a homeless shelter. We have her housing scheduled tomorrow between, I believe it's between 8 and I want to say 10, but it may not end till like 11 or 11:30. It's for her to secure permanent housing to leave and able to leave the shelter.
All right, and good morning to you, ma'am. And what are the chances? Oh, here's Lewandowski here now. What are the chances that is that what you called him in, Ms. Warren?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor, I did call him in. I was not aware that he was supposed to be here, especially this cold case is first impression to me. But I did want him to be here to hear and see what we're going to decide or what Your Honor is going to do today.
Okay, all right, and Madam Case Manager, is this a hearing, that, Ms. Graves can, is likely to be granted some permanent housing tomorrow?
Yes, so she'll be able to secure a voucher so that we can move her from the shelter into permanent housing.
Exactly, okay, great. That's good news. So from what my understanding, Mr. Baughman, Mr. Patel is not necessary because that process is going through by the good people over there at the shelter. So that's, congratulations on that. I'm glad to hear that. So we'll talk about moving this matter. We'll cancel the jury trial tomorrow.
Your Honor, forgive me for interrupting. Would you consider giving me some more time to work with my client? I'd like to see her get a valid driver's license. She is not suspended out of Detroit to somewhere else. I think I can help her identify that. And I think we can bring her back with a valid driver's license. That should please us all, most especially the defendant and the city of Detroit.
Well, I'd absolutely like that. I would like, thank you, Madam Counselor over at the shelter.
You're welcome.
I would like that as well, but as I just say, from everything I've heard from Ms. Graves, that's not her intention. It doesn't seem as though it's her intentions. Are you willing to do the necessary steps to get a valid driver's license now?
Of course, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. What we'll do is I'm gonna reset this matter for a pretrial date on October the 13th. Congratulations, Ms. Graves, on the housing. And
Your Honor, do you mind telling me what day that is?
That's a Monday.
The 13th is a Monday. October the 13th is a Monday.
Okay.
All right. So at 8:30, Mr. Baughman, I appreciate you working with Ms. Graves. I'm glad that you seem to have gotten her attention, and I hope things work out. Thank God you got, you're going to get that voucher, ma'am, and you're going to get yourself situated on housing. And thank you, Mr. Baughman, for coming in and the advocacy that you've done. I don't know where you get the arguments that you're making, ma'am, but in the court's eyes, they have no basis in fact or law. All right. So I don't know how you can take that for what you want. You're your own individual, and you can make your own decisions. But that stuff, I'm changing my way I move forward with the sovereign citizens. I don't think it's fair that everyone else either has to bring a valid driver's license in, or they have to take some sort of punishment or plea because they don't want to operate, and sovereign citizens just get to. And I know, Ms. Horn, that's nothing to your, it's just been cases that the city just has dismissed the cases a few times in the past because they just don't feel with the cost, but it's just not going to happen here. All right.
And thank you, Your Honor. I was unaware of her sovereign argument altogether until we'd already discussed the resolution. So, but thank you for saying that, Your Honor.
Absolutely. Officer Glungowski, good morning. Can you state your name, badge number, department for the record, please?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Officer Maverick Glungowski, badge 746, Detroit Police.
All right. No, there's no need to apologize. I don't know if I told you. I didn't write it on the file. So if I told you, then maybe you apologize.
Yeah, no, I only got the notice about the jury trial for tomorrow, so that's my apologies if I was supposed to be here earlier.
No, I didn't necessarily tell you that. It's just the court's policy, and it really comes from the chief judge, and that comes from the chief judge. And I understand it very well that if the people are not going to be ready and prepared, there's no sense in us inconveniencing the citizens of the city of Detroit for a jury trial that's not going to likely go. So other than that, we've reset the matter to October the 13th. That's just a pre-trial date, and you'll get if another trial date is necessary, I'm sure you'll get the right subpoena. But I know that I said, when I saw your name, I said, he comes to court all the time. So I know he probably did not get the notice. All right.
Yeah, nope. I only got the one about tomorrow morning, so I was actually getting ready for that one.
All right. Best of luck to you. So now you gotta, maybe I won't say you got some extra time because you may have a lot of other things to do, but hopefully you got some extra time. Have a good day. Be safe out there. All right, Ms. Graves, you be safe. Congratulations on that. And I hope that you find a nice, beautiful home for you and your little one. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you again, Your Honor. Thank you to the prosecutor. Thank you to the good officer. Mr. Graves, call me tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Good job.
Have a great day.
Have a good day.
All right, that seems.
Well, guys, we have come to the end of the third appearance for Miss Graves. And as we can see, Judge Perkins, he is sick and tired of the sovereign citizen script, the ideologies, the tactics, the antics, whatever you want to call it. We see that Judge Perkins is getting fed up. And if you remember, if you follow this channel frequently, I mentioned this a while back in one of his proceedings with another sovereign citizen. To me, it seemed like he was very quick with the sovereign citizen. I can't remember who it was, but if you remember earlier on when Judge Perkins would deal with sovereign citizens, he would have fun. He would have a dialogue with them, so on and so forth. But as we can see, he's definitely getting fed up to the point of where he didn't even allow the prosecutor to dismiss all the cases, even though it had nothing to do with the sovereign citizen lingo. We find that out later on in the proceeding. But Judge Perkins feels like, listen, somebody needs to be held accountable for their actions. So we're not going to just let this go. But shouts out to Attorney Boffman, the public defender, which gets a bad rap from sovereign citizens and some regular defendants that feel like the public defender is scheming with the court and the judge, and they're all in cahoots because he really looked out by one, trying to get her into that street court program, which we find out from the counselor she doesn't need because it sounds like her housing is going to be definite. And I am so happy for that. I don't want to see anybody without a place to live, especially with a child, especially young or old. So, congratulations to Miss Destiney Graves on her opportunity to get housing. And like Judge Perkins said, and if you follow this channel, I've been on this heavy. We got to hold ourselves accountable for our actions. And that's what he tried to explain to her. Listen, I don't know who gave you this script. I don't know why you keep running it, but you need to get your license. Be accountable, do the right thing for you and your child and for your new apartment, house, whatever it is that you're getting, so that way you could be successful. But I'm happy that this played out the way it did. Hopefully, Miss Graves gets her license before October 13th. And if not, she will have to go to trial. But, if you follow this channel, and I know I keep saying that, I am not one of those that I'm calling, the sovereign citizens' names, or I want to see bad things happen to them. To each his own. Everybody do whatever they want to do. But me personally, in my own personal life, the way that I live, I want to see people be held accountable and hold themselves accountable for their actions as well as myself. But I also enjoy seeing an outcome that is going to benefit whatever individual it is and whatever it is that we're talking about, whatever kind of court case it is, personal case, at the job, outside of the job, at church, wherever it is that you be, the office, wherever, anytime that something works out for the good for somebody, I am always excited about that. Let me be quiet. Let me let it go. But we will keep an eye on this and find out what happens with Miss Graves. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys joining me here at Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. As you can see, I'm fired up. I'm excited. For one, Judge Perkins is not trying to hear anything. He's not having it. And also, some of this worked out so far for Miss Graves, and hopefully, it will work out in her favor for the rest of the, this proceeding when it comes to getting her license. But I'm fired up. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. I know. I talked long enough. We're getting ready to get out of here. And listen, until the next time, we get into another court proceeding together, make sure to love one another, be kind to one another, pray for one another. And until that next time, for now, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. I appreciate you guys. See you guys soon, and God bless.
Destiney Graves, who I just spoke to this morning, she has not yet arrived. And Jeanette Lanier, we're ready on Miss Lanier. We've spoken together and we're asking for a trial date. If you'd like me to speak to the prosecutor, that's fine.
That's up to you totally. Destiny Unique Graves.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't see her with anything but some, let's see.
It's a pre-trial.
Civil infraction.
So she has an issue with respect to driving while license suspended. Can we check to make sure her license is valid? I can confirm that she has valid registration and insurance.
Oh, I see why it's not. I see why it's not. I have the spelling of her name wrong. And I don't think Ms. Graves has signed in yet, so. Can you bring Ms. Graves' license, please?
I'm happy to stand by, Judge. Thank you.
Yes. All right, on the iPhone, I'm asking you to unmute yourself, start your camera, and state your name, please.
Joshua.
No, not you,
Mr. Oh.
Turn your camera on, please, ma'am. Is that
Lisa Gardner? Okay.
Hold on, stop.
Hello?
Stop. Turn your camera on, ma'am. I made a mistake. I sent you the prompt again to stop it. What is your name, ma'am?
Oh, wait, can you do it again? I keep pressing later. Hello?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
What is your name, ma'am?
I'm Destiney Graves, capital D, lowercase EST.
Yes. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Did she didn't get a valid license?
They said that, well, they said that my license isn't suspended, but I am waiting on the Secretary of State.
All right, give me a minute. I think Mr. Baughman, is Mr. Baughman here?
I thought it was going to be canceled.
It is canceled. Mr. Baughman, do you have anybody ready?
We are ready on Destiney Graves. Miss Graves, can you unmute your device, activate your camera?
All right, Ms.
This matters
Graves.
here for pre-trial.
I think Ms. Graves' license is not valid.
Yeah, we got to the bottom of that with a phone call to the Secretary of State today, Your Honor. It is inactive for the reason that she has a identification card, and you can't have both. So once she turns that identification card back in, we'd like to come back in and show compliance.
City of Detroit versus Destiney Graves, case number SP 1069059, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1724781, SP 1724805, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1724861. Appearance for the record, please.
Harry Boffman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Graves, are you here? I just got a text from her. It says she got disconnected. May I introduce her audio into the meeting? That may be her.
Who's on the iPhone? iPhone, I just asked you to unmute yourself.
Hello, it's Officer Carter.
That's Officer Carter.
Yes.
Who's on the other iPhone? They ever come in? All right. Go ahead, Mr. Baughman. Is she on this? Is she on this other iPhone here?
Judge, I've been with her all morning. That's her.
Who's on that iPhone? Go ahead, Mr. Graves. State your name for the record, please.
Destiney Graves.
All right.
Harry Boffman, again for the defendant. Would you, Judge, adjourn this one time briefly? We are going to come back in compliance, and we're not going to need a finding of fact.
How long is it gonna take for me to get to the Secretary of State, Ms. Graves?
I just set an appointment for Wednesday.
All right, Wednesday of this week?
Yes.
All right, come back on Thursday, please. The
Okay.
16th of pre-trial, Thursday, the 16th at 8:30. If there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, I'm going to stay in the main session, Your Honor, with your permission. I do have Destiny Owens. She should be checking in any moment now. I'm going to call her.
All right, I had an iPhone here. Let's see who that iPhone is. iPhone, I'm asking you to start your video, unmute yourself and state your name, please.
Precious Gifts.
Not you, Ms. Gish, we already spoke. I'm sending that prompt to the iPhone now. They should see that prompt. You have no choice but to start your video, unmute yourself, so not an option. What is your name, ma'am? That Ms. Graves there.
Yes, Destiney Graves.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Status. What's your date of birth, Ms. Graves?
March 16th, 1999.
Now, Ms. Graves is not on the docket, Mr. Baldwin, so what was supposed to be done?
I'm sorry?
Your turn. Mr. Baldwin? All right, what are we doing now, Mr. Goffman, on Destiney Graves?
Okay, I'll just.
Ready.
All these tickets, she showed documentation for.
Well, the prosecutor has expressed that they're not willing to pursue the cell phone case if she has proper documentation of driver's license, registration, and insurance. She does have valid driver's license that can be confirmed, and her registration and insurance she showed to me back in July, Your Honor.
July.
Yeah. I don't think there was ever an issue with respect to those documents.
And good morning, Mr. Boffman. Who's your client?
Hi, Destiney Graves. She's not on today's docket. That's
okay. Got it. Got it.
She was on yesterday's docket.
Okay.
All right, City of Detroit versus Destiney Graves, case number SB 1069059, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 1724781, SB 1724805, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 172848361. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Destiney Graves.
Can you activate your camera?
Yes.
There she is. Your Honor, respectfully asking the court to consider dismissing the instant cases for compliance. I stipulate to probable cause for that recommendation.
Case is dismissed. Waive fee. She'll have to pay the reinstatement fee. I see two of $45 a piece, that's $90. There's nothing further, Ms. Graves. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Your Honor. Good luck, Ms. Graves.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, guys, we have finally come to the end of the case dealing with Miss Destiney Graves. You saw what I had to say in that third appearance, the commentary that I gave on that. I thought that was great, some of the things that worked out for her. But just touching on these last two appearances, which is not really much to touch on, they were pretty short. She was able to get everything dismissed because of compliance. She has her driver's license, her registration, her insurance. Hopefully she's done with the sovereign citizen nonsense because she's pretty young. She has a child, I believe she's 26 years old. She has a child, she's young. She was able to get the apartment. So hopefully she keeps all of her documents on the straight and narrow, her license and so on and so forth. And, peace and prosperity to her, may the Lord bless her and keep her and keep her on the right path, especially being so young. I wish nothing but the best for her, but we are here at the conclusion of her proceedings. She also got the $90 reinstatement fee. But other than that, it was long and drawn out. I mean, some of you may feel like, she shouldn't have made out the way that she did just because of her dragging this thing out. And I understand it. Definitely, that's what sovereign citizens do. A lot of them, they drag it out for the purposes of, either getting it dismissed or whatever have you. But as we can see with Judge Perkins in that third appearance, he wasn't trying to go that route, right? He's pretty much tired of that happening when it comes to these cases. But nonetheless, this is over. Just wanted to make sure I showed this to you guys, got this to you guys so you can follow this thing all the way through if you've never seen it before, or at least be able to get the conclusion of her case. Listen, as always, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys here at Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And for now, guys, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. I'll see you guys soon, and God bless.